Many individuals living with PKU have switched from an amino acid formula to Bettermilk. Meet Hunter Rametta. She transitioned from her old formula to Bettermilk and has personally experienced the benefits of the whole protein GMP.
Before I started taking Bettermilk, or the line of the Amino Pro GMP products, I really was a formula disaster. I could never find something to stick. I was always trying new formulas over and over again, and just trying a new formula was a devastating experience. When I was much younger, I hate to admit this, but sometimes I would get creative and water the plants, or just really try to avoid it at all costs. It was really the worst part of the diet. The food was pretty much always okay, and I loved my pasta and my food from a young age, but the formula piece just hadn't clicked in. It was different. So every time I've tried formula in the past, you kind of, I don't know if other people with PKU have the same experience, but you kind of have this innate reaction to just not like it because it's formula and it's a new formula, and you want a new formula, but you don't because it's still formula. Initially, I was really nervous, but when I shook it up, it looked milky, which I thought I had decided I wanted to get something more juicy, like the Amino Pro or some of the other formulas. So I was a little nervous about the milkiness, but it was a really low volume, only 4 ounces. So that was exciting, and I drank it a little sip at a time, and I couldn't even believe there was no aftertaste, there was no tang. It was just almost like vanilla, almost kind of reminded me what I could imagine drinking milk would be like, and I wasn't expecting that at all. So I was really excited and was like, I was through my sample pack by the next day. So I really fell in love with it the first time I tried it. In trying Bettermilk, I diagnosed myself as having flavor fatigue, and that I think was one of my biggest battles, is that I would just get sick of drinking the same thing day after day after day after day and not enjoying it day after day after day after day. So now I mix it with a different type of fruit every day, and it's a different experience. I can make it fit into what I'm in the mood for, and that was never something I could do before. So the first way that Bettermilk made me feel differently, I literally remember calling my mom and saying I felt like I knew for the first time what it meant to feel full. And feel full all day, So I used to get ravenous in between my formula, and if I had a day where I had formula in the morning and formula at night, at lunch I would just be starving, and I don't feel like that on the Bettermilk at all. And the change once I started taking Bettermilk is that I look forward to having a smoothie just like most of my other friends have a smoothie in the morning or after a workout. And so I didn't know what that was like to kind of be excited and want to fit it into my diet. So I usually have it in a smoothie every morning, and then a smoothie at night, which I add a little bit of sorbet into. I can buy a new flavor of sorbet, even the small one, so I can get multiple different flavors to choose from. While I'm at work, I bring a shaker cup and I shake it up. And sometimes I'll go to the fountain at work and get pink lemonade or something else that might flavor it, just to change up the taste a little bit, which is really good. But my favorite is I shake cinnamon right into the water before I add the Bettermilk, and it's so good. It tastes almost like a vanilla latte or something, and it's just a shake of cinnamon, so it's not like you're adding sugar or, junk to it. I love the flexibility. Like I said, I don't have flavor fatigue on this at all, and that's not anything I've experienced in my whole life. One piece of advice I can give, especially for adults out there that have a lower Phe tolerance like I do and who might not have responded to any other drug or anything that might have helped, is that I was intimidated by the Phe that was in Bettermilk, and so I took a really slow transition time. And you really want to make sure that you feel okay and feel good when you're transitioning to any formula. I think the first priority is just taking the formula. And in the end, I didn't really have to adjust my diet. My levels stayed pretty much the same. The biggest piece of advice I would give especially if you suffer from flavor fatigue like I do, is to really experiment with it. It's so versatile and you can make it work in so many different ways. I know there's ways you can make like a creamsicle. Even with orange juice, it tastes just like creamsicle. Whatever you're in the mood for, there's probably a way buttermilk can fit that into a nice cold drink. I encourage you, because if you have PKU and have grown up your whole life with PKU, you probably know that to drink the same thing day after day, multiple times per day, just can get boring, and we're entitled to enjoy different flavors and, a more versatile diet.
For more information on buttermilk and other Cambrook formulas, please call 866-456-9776.